Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here with another live SCL unboxing. I know it's been a few weeks. I hope you didn't miss me too much, but I'm back. I'm here. We still got Skylanders, still got unboxings to do. A lot of work to be done to replenish that shop that's been depleted over the past 2.5, 3 weeks now, since I haven't been able to update it. So, we'll dive into this. Skylanders addiction. I knew this was going to be a question that would come up. I'll address that eventually. I know if I could answer it right now, but a lot of people are going to miss it, and then someone's going to ask it again later. So remind me later, and I'll be sure to give you my initial thoughts on that. But yeah, I'd say for now, let's dive into the unboxing, see what we can get through, and go about it. Go about business as usual, I suppose. So one box to open today. I hope it'll be good, be enjoyable, and we'll see what we can find for you if you're still hunting for Skylanders out there. So yeah, Skylanders addiction. Artioka, Cindy, Myconoid, Adam, Naud. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Myconoid, you like seeing money stay in your account for 2 weeks. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I never force you to spend anything, but it is what it is. Umbreon, welcome. Skylander Gamer TV, yes. Yes. It's gonna be a interesting matchup this week. But yes, we'll do our best to beat the 49ers for you. Since yeah, your team couldn't accomplish that. All right. So what do we got here? We got actually here. Let's start with the small. This was actually pretty well packaged. It came in a few of the hard shell cases, which I'll pull up in a moment. But then there's this one lone bag that was a little bit less protected, and I think we're gonna run into some damaged figures here, unfortunately. So, Umbreon got your hands on a blackout. Nicely done. All right, let's pull up our screen here so we can go ahead and test these as we go. But first up, we have ourselves Voodoo. And then, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Oof. Yeah. Okay, so we have some damaged figures right off the bat. There's Ninjini missing an arm. We have a Slam Bam also missing an arm. His fourth arm down here. Oh, hoping for a Griffin Park Observatory. I don't know. We'll see. But we do have a Light Core Star Strike and Bouncer. What's my favorite video game?
Questions later.
I don't know. I mean, I usually say my favorite series is Ratchet and Clank. Overall, I enjoy Skylanders. I wish they would make more. That'd be nice. But who knows? Where did I go for vacation? I went down to Florida. Got to get out of the cold weather here in Wisconsin in the middle of January. Yeah, I was down in Florida for 2 weeks. I greatly enjoy going to theme parks, and so I spend a lot of time down at Disney World and Universal Studios and such. I'll be going back a few more times this year. But yeah, where I like to spend my time, especially like I said, in the middle of winter here. Wisconsin winters are brutal. All right, well, there's a Series 1 Zap. and some swapper halves, and that's some remnants of a Flashwing. Yeah, that's pretty bad there. Yes, I did hear that Microsoft is buying Activision. As I stated before, I'll address that in this stream a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to wait till there were a few more people. Otherwise, I knew I'd get that question multiple times. So, Umbreon, Wildstorm plus the chest for 90 pounds or 90 euros. I mean, you can go for it. It's probably going to go higher than that, would be my guess, if it's an auction. That's a decent price if you can get it for that price, but it's like I said, I bet it'll go higher than that. But that's just kind of where the pricing's at right now. Is it worth it? That's up to you. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to complete the collection? How bad do you want to play that level? So there is Ninjini's arm that we were missing. So, like I said, I think a lot of this damage happened because of this bag here. We have a Series 1 Prison Break and Series 1 Stump Smash.
Shoot for the stars.
Light core.
There's a Dark Slobbertooth.
A rising star.
And Boomer. Kobe, welcome. No, we haven't really pulled anything too big so far. Actually, we're just getting through some of the damaged figures because they just dumped them in this bag here, and unfortunately, that was very loosely packed. Here's actually probably the best thing we've had so far. We got a red Drill Sergeant. Thankfully, that one's intact. But I found some other pieces. Like I said, we found Ninjini's arm. There's Slam Bam's arm. And here are the other pieces of Flashwing. So like I said, the remnants of Flashwing. There's the other pieces. So all that damage definitely happened during shipment. Not good. Not good. But we're not done yet. The quest guy, yeah. For everybody, once again, everybody that's made it here so far, I will touch on the Microsoft purchase of Activision. I promise I will. I promise I will. Remind me in a little bit. But how about this? Let me get through one more container of Skylanders from the shipment. There's 3 hard cases that I have to go through yet. Let me get through one of those, and then we'll discuss the Microsoft acquisition. Because I know it's on everybody's mind. I have my thoughts on it too. So yeah, we'll discuss it a little bit. But I want to get through some of this. Let some people come in, so I don't have to repeat myself 12 times. But yeah, we'll talk about it. Jindigo, welcome. Glad you can make it. And like I was saying, we have some more of these hard cases from the Swap Force era. So we'll go through some of these here.
Whoa! Check out my
I have 3 of these in this shipment, actually.
deal with the wheel.
You didn't audit. I have no items in the shop. Jindigo, I know. I haven't been able to replenish the shop in nearly 3 weeks now. And people have been buying stuff every day I've been gone. So I can only imagine how empty the shop looks right now to someone looking to purchase stuff. But the fact of the matter is people do keep buying things. But yes, vacation was very good. It was very much needed. I needed to get out of the Wisconsin winters here. I needed to get myself some Disney magic. So it was all very, very welcome, and I had a great time. I had a very, very good time. All right, we have a Swap Force portal for Nintendo PlayStation. And we'll double check, make sure the game's in here. Yep. Swap Force for Wii U. We got that going on. Hoping for a Trap Shadow. Ooh. Power Ranger Anthony, we might be able to accommodate that, actually. Because as I look down into this box... Hey, look, there's a Trap Shadow. Once in a while, that works. Ask for it, and we'll get it for you. Umbreon, yeah, another portal for 10% off your total order. There you go. You got it. That deal's still good. I'm still keeping that up there. Like I said, at least through the end of January, I'll keep that deal going. Buy a portal, get 10% off your entire order. There's no coupon necessary. Just gotta add a portal to your order, and it'll automatically deduct 10% from everything. 19 Rainbow, my favorite Skylander camo. It's a little bit hard to see right now. I have most of my camo collection in the background here. Actually, not all of it anymore. Some of it's off to the side now. You can't see it since I rearranged things. Yeah, my Series 1, Series 2. We got my red camo. And then I have a few custom camos that people sent me. So we have Berry Blast camo here from Earthen Avenger. We have Captain camo over here. What else do I have? I have another camo somewhere. I can't find them right now. But yeah, we got a bunch of that stuff going on. So yes, free ad. Awesome. Warnosity, no, we have not found a high five yet today. Why do I stream at 2 o'clock? Because that's the time that works for me. You thought my favorite Skylander was Quick Draw Rattleshake. So my favorite in-game variant, is Quick Draw Rattleshake. My favorite Skylander overall is Camo. So there you go.
Clobber and slobber.
All right. Kobe, yeah. If you got a portal that's busted, like if that's something I sent you, let me know and we'll try to replace it for you. I don't get a chance to test all of the portals, especially if it's Xbox or something, because I don't have an Xbox, so I can't test those. So if you get something that's broken, please, send me an email and we'll do what we can to fix that for you. Got a bad juju for $5. Nicely done.
Crunch these numbers.
Dark Slobber Tooth is still the worst dark variant.
Clobber and slobber.
I mean, it is what it is. They made their choice. All right, what else we got in here? We got some more swappers, actually. There is a Freeze Blade. We got a Dark Mega Ram Spyro. So Series 3 Dark Spyro.
1, 2.
There's a Series 1 Sprocket.
Bring the boom.
Series 1 Stealth Elf. Got Wind Up.
Light and sleek.
Yeah, Kobe, just get a hold of me and we'll try to fix that portal for you.
Don't tell the whole story.
I mean, obviously I can't fix the one I sent you, but yeah, if I have a replacement for it, I'll definitely send that out to you. But just let me know. Send me an email with the order number and the products in question, and we'll go from there. 19 Rainbow Pro, my least favorite is Fire Kraken. There's nothing good about Fire Kraken, in my opinion.
Deadly.
If you like him, that's fine.
Catch a glimpse. Silent but deadly.
Umbreon, your dad is bidding on the Wildstorm? That's great. But actually, speaking of Fire Kraken, there he is. Then we also have a wonderful Magna Charge.
Burning the candle at both ends.
Got ourselves more Series 1 figures here. Series 1 Spyro. And a Series 1 Sonic Boom. There's Series 1 Eruptor. And, I mean, I guess maybe we'll have all the dark ones, actually. But there is Dark Blast Zone.
Nice specs. Fix is in.
What's fun to do in Imaginators after you beat Chaos? Ants from Holland. It's a good question. Have you 100% the game, I guess, is my question. Like, that'd be my next goal. Make sure you complete all the levels, all the extra stuff, get all the stars, complete all the challenges, like do all of that stuff. Yeah, that'd be my next goal after beating Chaos, is go 100% that game. It's a little bit of a challenge. Take you a little extra time, probably. iOS or Android? I'm definitely on the iOS train for sure. Out of all the Skylanders, who do you think has the coolest design? That's a tough one. There's a lot of good designs out there. I mean, part of the reason I like some of my favorite characters, you know, Rattleshake and Camo and Shortcut. Well, actually, Camo's design, I mean, isn't necessarily top notch. He was on the early side. Some of the later ones get a lot better. Like some of the Imaginators get very intricate. Like Chain Reactions design is top notch for sure. Yeah, I need to go through the whole list to pick out which one has the best design, coolest design.
Playing by the numbers.
Dark Popthorn. Ooh. Dark Popthorn would have been interesting for sure. Imaginators is not fun to 100%. Sure it is. Just because it's challenging doesn't mean it's not fun. Myconoid, that is my worst fear. That's my worst fear. I don't think they would do that, but I worry about it a little bit. But we'll get to that in a minute. Sevenfold, welcome. Nothing too huge so far. There's a red drill sergeant. Dark Blast Zone. I got a Doomstone. Is that big? Kind of hitting a lot of swappers today. But yeah, Doomstone coming back.
Getting stronger.
There's a little winged boots.
All fired up.
Got ourselves a Jolly Bumble Blast.
Another smash hit.
And Series 1 Warnado. Yeah, Mike Knight, you know my feelings about Xbox. Yeah, if Skylanders went Xbox only, that would be, oh no, I would definitely struggle with that. Probably break down eventually because it's Skylanders, but I would struggle for sure. Oh man, Slam Bam is not having a good day. So we have a legendary, but once again, his arm broke off. And like Slam Bam's arms are not easy to break. They're thick. And man, that's disappointing.
Big and mighty.
Now we got a Riptide.
Perfect swarm.
There's a Scorpion Striker. There's your Series 1 Gil Grunt. See, how do you break 2 Slam Bams and not a Light Core Hex? Light Core Hex is intact, but both Slam Bams are broken. I don't get it.
Spreading my wings. Full scream ahead.
There is Night Shift. And a couple of swapper halves that I haven't found the other halves for yet. But I'm guessing they're probably still coming up in the other boxes. So that's box number 1. And now I said I'm going to take a little break and discuss this whole merger with you. My feelings on it, because I know everybody wants to know. So for anybody that hasn't heard yet, yesterday, Microsoft announced that they were buying out Activision Blizzard for like $68 billion. It's billion with a B. $68 billion. Not only is that a ginormous buyout, but it's my first reaction was I don't like this, because as I've discussed many times, I'm not a fan of Xbox in particular. I'm not really a fan of Microsoft either. I'm definitely in the iOS camp. I like my Apple products. I mean, I'm working on 2 iMacs right now. I have my iPhone, my iPad, my MacBook Pro. So I'm definitely in the Apple ecosystem. I'm also a PlayStation guy. So the fact that Microsoft and Xbox now own the rights to Skylanders, or assuming the deal doesn't fall through, which I don't expect it to. So like this will take a few years. I like this deal won't be completed until like 2023. So it'll be a while before we see any like action on any movement on this stuff. But it may be better than I originally thought. I've talked about it with some people, and what Activision have been doing is shutting down all their small studios, right? Any smaller IPs, Spyro, Crash, Skylanders, all those smaller games, those kid-based games, they had just shuttered over the years, and they were only working on any franchise that could make them at least $1 billion. So that was Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush. Like those were basically the only games that they ever worked on anymore. And they moved, they moved all of Toys for Bob and Vicarious Vision staff over to work on Call of Duty. So now the thing is moving all that to the Microsoft and Xbox world. They are much more known for
the win.
empowering smaller studios, smaller creators, independent creators. They don't need every franchise to be $1 billion franchise.
For the win.
And so there's a chance that they'll take some of these IPs. And because I mean, I think that's part of the selling point for them was that they will now have access to all of these IPs that they didn't have before. So it's not just about getting their hands on Call of Duty. It's not just about getting their hands on World of Warcraft and Candy Crush and that type of thing. But they now have access to Crash and Spyro and Skylanders and all these other games that have been shut down basically. And there's a hope out there. We have no concrete proof, no anything to say that this is actually going to happen. But we hope that we could see some sort of resurrection. Whether it's just remastering of the games, whether it's a reboot of the series, whether it's Skylanders 7, whether it's some new just like battle style game or something with NFC cards or something. I mean, all the ideas that we've thrown out there over the years, like I still think they're all viable, all profitable, all possible. And in all honesty, as much as I hate to admit it, Microsoft, Xbox are probably more likely to move on that than Activision would, even 5-10 years in the future, just because of the direction Activision was heading. So kind of, giving this to new management and seeing what happens might be the best thing for it. Might be the best hope that we have for more Skylanders in the future. So, like I said, as much as I hate to admit it, this may be a good move. This may be giving us as Skylanders fans more hope. Now, like I said, I hope that they do not make everything Xbox exclusive. It would probably help their console sales a bit, but for some properties that just do so much better are like when you think of Spyro, you think of PlayStation. Like it growing up as a kid, seeing Spyro commercials, like you know that's PlayStation. And so for that to like move to Xbox and become Xbox exclusive just feels wrong. And you're gonna like all the people that only play it on PlayStation are going to, you're not going to get all of them to buy Xbox just to play the new games. You'll get some of them, sure. And like I said, if Skylanders does become Xbox exclusive, like I'd probably have to break down and get an Xbox. I would hate it with every fiber of my being, but it might happen. So, I guess that's kind of where I'm at. My initial thought was I don't like that move, but thinking about it a little bit more, talking to some people, it may be the best thing. It may be give us the greatest chance of more more Skylanders content in one way or another. So we'll see. Yeah, Myconoid, I'm with you there. I want to be able to play SSA and Giants on newer consoles. That would be great for sure. When did I begin Skylanders hunting? Late 2012. It was about halfway through Giants. So I'm coming up on like 10 years of Skylanders hunting, essentially. Yeah, it's been a while. There you go. Game on PlayStation for Skylanders. Let's use Bowser and Donkey Kong. Yeah, I don't know if that'll ever happen. Nintendo is still very, very protective of their IP. Yeah, Ryan, exactly. Could help different developers inside the company, give them more freedom. Yep. That's kind of the hope. So we'll see. Hayden, finally completed your collection. Well done. Martin, I have no reason to go back to the 360. But yeah, I'd have to get a newer Xbox if Skylanders goes that route. Frogmouth, they didn't spend that much just for Candy Crush, but yeah, it's a free to play game, but there's so many microtransactions in that game. It's a $1 billion industry. They make a lot of money off that game. Get Skylanders on PC again. That'd be interesting. If Master Chief in Skylanders, I don't think he quite fits the style. I really don't. But yeah. So there you go. Those are my thoughts for now on the acquisition. It could be good, but we're honestly gonna have to wait a few years to actually see what happens with it. Like the acquisition's not gonna be complete until 2023. I don't know if they'll actually be able to start on any new projects before then. So it may be a year or two after that before we actually see anything come out of that. So I mean, looking at 2024, 25. But that could be, coming up on another Skylanders anniversary year, right? We just had 10 years. So 15 would be in 26. Maybe that's what they plan for. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. In any case, I still have some more Skylanders to unbox. So I actually have one of the blue cases as well. So I had two of the green cases and then this here blue case. So this is also, I think this is still Swap Force era. Even though it just says Skylanders generically, I think this was still released alongside Swap Force. Because yeah, we have like Turbo Jetvac and Mega Ram Spyro and Hyper-Beam Prison Break on there. So got another case. And we can go ahead and make this lot official. There's a boy. There's Mr. Tree Rex. Got a bunch more giants in here. It looks like unfortunately some more damage happening here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So a damaged Thumpback. I do have his anchor. Once again, I think this all happened in transit, unfortunately. But don't worry, this lot's still going to be worth it. There you go. Throw out those Tree Rex emojis. I like that. I might have a replacement for this. So Spy Rise got damaged as well. But I'm going to set that top half aside because I do have some Spy Rise halves back on my half shelf. So we'll call it Spy Rise. There you go. Skylanders Master, welcome. Say more giants. We got our hot head. And there is eyebrow. See how many other ones we have here. We have a swarm. Yeah, Ryan, if you need Tree Rex, I got plenty for you.
I'm on fire!
There we go. Another swapper to complete. We got the underrated Rubble Rouser.
I'm on a hot streak!
There's a Series 1 Drobot. Series 1 Terrafin.
Bring the sting.
There's damaged Series 1 Chill with the purple lips. And I found the other piece of her sword or weapon there.
Looking good.
Got a Series 1 Cinder. There's the healing elixir.
I've got my eye on you.
Got a Series 1 Dino Ring. Yeah, so Frogmouth. I call them purple lips. Some people are still convinced that they're well. The standard is blue. Yes, the standard is blue. Some people are convinced there's purple and red out there. All the ones I've seen in my eyes look purple. I'm convinced that there's only one kind of variant to it, and it's people calling that purplish reddish color different things, seeing it in different light, slightly different shade maybe, but I think they're all the same, honestly. So
Got an eye.
yeah, it's a sure shot shroom boom. There's a dark light crypt. Some more levels in Dragon's Peak. Yeah, no lips I still haven't found yet. That's another one people say is out there. Headless chill. Yeah, I found a few headless chills too.
He spores.
There's the Fiery Forge. Got a Series 1 Double Trouble. Dragonfire Cannon.
Boy, golly.
Tower of Time.
Rhino shine.
Apparently this is where they stored all their extra levels. There's Pirate Seas. Got the Time Twister. And the Ghost Swords. Sky Iron Shield.
Boom shakalaka.
Series 1 Wrecking Ball. It's the Empire Vice.
Crunching numbers.
Series 1 Trigger Happy.
And destroy.
Well, that's not good. When you pick up a figure and their head falls off. A damaged Flame Slinger. His head literally just fell off. Once again, damaged in transit. But there's Boom Jet. When does episode 16 of Figure Focus come? I don't know yet.
Firing on all cylinders.
Got a lot on my plate. And when I was on vacation, of course, I wasn't making videos, so we'll get there. We'll get there. Something for you to look forward to. There is Sunburn. Have I decided what I'm going to do with the Ninja Stealth Elf? Oh, you mean this one over here? So she's got the silver face of Dark Stealth Elf. But yeah, this will probably go for auction at some point. If anybody's interested in it. But yeah, I haven't officially decided. I need to put together this week's auction items, so maybe that'll be an auction item this week. There's a Series 1 Lightning Rod. Default username, welcome. Frogmouth, no, you're not going to be able to post links, unfortunately. Yeah, YouTube's not going to allow that. And then we have a damaged hot dog, missing the tail. The tail is in the box. So once again, unfortunately damaged in transit. Umbreon, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Chatterbug, welcome. All right, so that's case number 2. Got one more box to go through here. But yeah, vacation. I went to Florida, Orlando, Disney World, Universal Studios. I enjoy my theme parks immensely.
Perfect record.
If I could, I'd just live there. But yeah, that's not a possibility right now. So all right. Let's get on to case number 3. The final case of this box. And potentially best case.
My power will haunt
Best for last, right? Gotta save the best for last.
bolts and lightning.
All right. I think I see the other halves of the swappers I was waiting for.
One strike and you're out.
We got ourselves a Grilladrilla.
Those numbers are electrifying.
Sevenfold, didn't they just release a new Pokemon game? There's another one coming out in less than a week. I thought one just came out. Like, I don't pay that close of attention, but seems like a lot.
Toast.
There is Rattleshake.
Getting stronger.
How much do Disney tickets cost? So I actually splurged this year because I plan on going. I've been going more and more over the past few years, and I plan on going a lot this year. So I actually bought my annual pass, which is very expensive, unfortunately. But I think it's going to be worth it. So it's individual Disney tickets nowadays. Like if you just buy like a 1-day pass, it's something ridiculous, like 150 or 175 or something like that. You want to buy it, like if you're going, if you can buy multiple days, you can usually find a deal. Like if you buy a 3-day pass, it's going to be cheaper than buying individual passes and stuff like that. So I don't know. Chatterbug, the biggest thing so far, I mean, there have been a few dark variants. We got a red drill sergeant, we got Doomstone. So I mean, nothing super crazy just yet. But yeah. Pokemon Legends are, I don't even know how to pronounce these things anymore. So is that a standard Pokemon game, or is that like a spin-off, different style of game? Like I said, I really haven't followed that. Disney World is overrated. Six Flags is where it's at. Not for me. Not for me. Personally, I would rather go to Disney World than Six Flags. So. Arceus. Okay. It's going to be like Breath of the Wild, but with Pokemon. Myconoid, if that's true, that sounds very intriguing. Like that might be worth checking out. We'll see. All right. What we got going on here? We got a Sheepwreck Island. They really like their expansion packs. Getting almost all of them here from the first 3 games at least.
With skill. If there's a drill, there's a way.
There he is. There's my boy, Camo. Not going to complain about that. Yeah, Six Flags Great America down in Chicago is the only, or rather Gurnee, Illinois, is the only one I've ever been to. I haven't been to the other Six Flags. But yeah, I would enjoy myself if I went there, but I'd still rather go to Disney. All right, we got Popthorn and Archean Crossbow. Said they liked all the expansion packs.
Activating talent. Root punch.
And there is a Stink Bomb. Default username, yes, I did hear that. If you go back, I should have gotten the timestamp. Honestly, it's after I opened the first green box. I took a little break and discussed my thoughts on that. So you have to go back and watch the video on demand. We got Series 1 Jetpack. There's your Battle Hammer. And a Series 1 Countdown.
Sharp as attack.
Got a Series 1 Drill Sergeant. That was the single pack Popthorn. Fair enough.
Sharp.
They're all the same to me once they're out of the box. I mean, I don't care if I mean, if you want to collect the single pack out of the box and call it separately, I mean, good luck. But yeah, if they're not in package, it doesn't make much difference to me.
I wonder how I rank. Clear the air.
All right. We got our Series 1 Pop Fizz. There's Hidden Treasure.
Oh, the sky's the limit.
Enchanted Hoot Loop. Thankfully still intact. There's the little Dune Bug. Series 2 Whirlwind.
I'm spreading my wings.
Got Ghost Roaster.
Ruffle some feathers.
Light Core Smolder Dash. There's a Series 2 Cinder. Another one of my favorites, Punk Shock. There's one with some good design too.
I think I need an abacus.
Series 1 Bumble Blast.
Beat the beetle.
Smolder Dash is really fun to play. There you go. Smolder Dash recommendation. Got it.
Amp it up. The best there is.
Got a Series 2 Chop Chop.
Amp it up.
Little Sparks. Got Fright Rider. Anvil Rain.
Now that's strong.
And a Free Ranger.
Have the potion.
All right. Getting it on the last few here. Got a Series 1 Zook.
Looks like chicken scratch.
The legendary Jetvac. The original Series 1 legendary Jetvac.
Locked and loaded.
When the Giants we were missing before, Crusher.
Rush hour.
Got Scorp. With a Sky Diamond. There's the actual Dark Ninja Stealth Elf.
Wow, those are big numbers. Yes,
Oh boy,
rush
that's not good.
hour.
So unfortunately, I was wrong. Our Enchanted Hoot Loop is not completely intact. You can see his feather up here. Found it in the box. That's how I knew it was broken. Yeah, not quite completely intact. We put him back in the other pile.
Silent but
Oscar, welcome. Skadooshed. Biggest thing so far, I think we said we're Red Drill Sergeant, a bunch of Dark variants, and Doomstone. There's Legendary Igniter.
catch a glimpse. Silent but deadly.
There's your Dark Washbuckler. I believe that finishes out the Dark Swapper set. Got our Platinum Sheep.
No pain. Making my mark.
Got our Series 3 Knockout Terrafin. A Groove Machine.
Slash and
There's a Light Core Grim Creeper.
no chinks in this armor.
Skadoosh Nitro Head Rush. No, not in this one. This lot, well, I didn't think about it ahead of time.
Slash
I believe
and
is just from the first 3 games. So no Trap Masters here. I may have I know I have some Trap Masters at least, and I don't know about a Nitro Head Rush yet. But yeah, definitely have some Trap Masters coming in this week. Stay tuned for that recap video later this week. All right, we got a Light Core Wham Shell.
brace for the mace.
A lot of damage I've never seen before.
Light core.
A damaged Zulu. Staff broke off.
My numbers are swelling.
And then here it is.
Brace for the mace.
The last item in today's unboxing. An item that we have not had in the shop before, and well, honestly, it still won't be going to the shop because it's going to be going to auction. Who's looking for a volcanic vault? Got ourselves a volcanic vault, folks. This one's for you. For one of you. Obviously not all of you. I only have one. But someone can get their hands on a volcanic vault. So, we got that. We got that. That's our big item of the day. That's why we're unboxing this lot. You know I try to make these unboxings a little more special since I don't do all of them live anymore. You can split it up like a pizza. I don't think that'll quite work.
Freedom and creed.
So yeah, Volcanic Vault, big piece of the day. I don't know how many people still need that, but yeah. When I saw a question here, when will we see auction items? So the auction item video will be coming out later today. I will get that out. So we'll have the auction items for both VIP auctions on Thursday and the public auctions on Friday. That video will come out today. That's my job after this after I'm done with this live stream to go get those auction items set to go. So yes, look for that auction item video later today. You'll have all that information ready for you. Yeah, the smallest piece is the biggest piece. Yep, there you go. So the volcanic vault will not be in this week's auction. Maybe next week, we'll see. I'm not entirely sure. This week, I think I'm struggling with what to call the spotlight item of the week this week. Because I think I'm gonna put both the UFO hat up for auction this week, and I still have that Skylanders Imaginators Switch cartridge. It's just the cartridge. I don't have the full case. So, like, I mean, if you just go straight dollar value, like the game should probably be the spotlight item, but I kind of want to spotlight the UFO hat. It's a little bit harder to come by, honestly. Actually, a lot harder to come by, I feel. So those will be the two big items in auction this week, at least in the public auction. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's my favorite original superchargers. You mean like I really like Bone Bash Roller Brawl, but I think you mean a character we haven't seen before. Nightfall's really good. I really like Nightfall. The design of Nightfall and even the gameplay is not bad. I don't usually like a lot of the dark characters, but Nightfall's pretty good. Do you know if the newest Xbox can play Skylanders with a Wii or PlayStation Portal? No, unfortunately not. You can play Skylanders on the newest Xbox, but you need the Xbox One portal. That's part of the reason, once again, the Xbox One portals are so hard to come by. They're so expensive. It's because people want them to play on the newest console. So it is possible to play, but you need the Xbox One console, or the Xbox One portal. Sorry. So yeah, you can't use the Wii PlayStation portal.
The perfect swarm.
I wish they chose Skylanders with bad movesets and remake them for supercharged. I mean, bad movesets are it's also subjective. Like, for me, like I've always said, like Firecracken, one of the reasons I don't like him, he's a melee character and I don't like his attacks. But for other people, they love Firecracken. Like that's just how it goes. It's a matter of opinion. So it's hard to come back and say, yeah, this character was absolutely awful for everybody. There's not too many characters like that out there, that everybody universally says, yeah, this is a bad character. So we'll make it through these last few characters. I'll test out the damaged ones as well, see how they go. Then since it was just the first 2 games, I don't have any vehicles I need to test, but I'll jump over to Trap Team and see, make sure all those magic items work and such.
Bolts and lightning.
Logan, if you don't have any Skylanders, what do I use? Well, unfortunately, yeah, to play Skylanders, unless you get into some of the later games had like, well, was that on the standard version too, or was it just on the mobile version? So say some of the later games allowed you to play with digital characters, but yeah, you really need Skylanders figures to play the game. That's just how it works. Like that's the gimmick. So I mean, you can go to my store, sclcollectibles.com, and pick up some cheap Skylanders. Like the starter pack figures I sell for 99 cents a piece. Like it's not all that expensive. Get a portal, get some figures for, $10 total, and you can play the games assuming you have the games already. So There you go.
A blaze of glory.
They just want to reproduce Green Gill Grunt. Yeah, I'm sure that's the thought process they went through. $68 billion for a Green Gill Grunt.
A blaze of glory. Twists of fury. Impressive. Twists of fury.
The fact they charge money for instant figures is counterintuitive. I mean, like I said, I think if we get new Skylanders games, there's going to be an option to buy the characters digitally. I mean, like I said, I hope we get some kind of physical representation, whether that's actual figures or just cards or whatever. But I think their focus is going to be on digital figures and just playing the game 100% digital, because that's so much cheaper for them to do. And yeah, we're going to have to get used to paying for figures. Like that's where video games are nowadays. So Skylanders Master, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by.
Crave these numbers? No chain, no gain.
Yeah, David Mike Noid has. Is he over 200 now? I know he's headed to 200. I don't know if he's eclipsed 200.
Hawk and Awe. Oh, the sky's the limit. Hawk and Awe.
But yeah, I hear he's still in the market for more food fights, so we'll see how that goes. All right, on to the damage figures here.
Stay cool.
Thank you, Mike Noid, for confirming. You are over 200. But you're still going for more, right? I know we didn't see any today, but I know I've started unboxing some stuff to add to the shop later this week, and I know I got a couple more. Not huge numbers of them, but I got a few more.
Armed and dangerous.
You're welcome, Logan. Happy to help.
Blinded by the light. Outshining the rest. Blinded by the light.
All right. So yeah, we're getting pretty close here. Like I said, we actually have a lot of magic items I have to get through. They bought basically every expansion pack and battle pack and such from the first two games, first three games, I should say. So we'll have to test all those quickly, but those don't take nearly as long because I don't have to reset them. I just need to switch games.
I don't like them.
Yeah, Silver Phantom, I'm with you there. I'm hoping Skylanders does not go Xbox exclusive. Like I'd even be more okay with Nintendo. I prefer PlayStation, but they just need to keep it wide. Like Skylanders has for a long time been a game geared towards kids and families, and it is like taking it away from Nintendo, I think would be a mistake for Microsoft. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Oh yeah, no doubt DK and Bowser would still be off limits. Microsoft, Nintendo's not giving that up. Yeah, Frogmouth Volcanic Vault was it came with SSA, the SSA starter pack from Best Buy, at least here in the US. It was distributed separately. A lot of people didn't even know about it. Like during the SSA world, people weren't really aware of Skylanders as much, and like it was still growing and becoming a thing. And so people weren't paying attention to pre-order bonuses. People weren't paying attention to store exclusives and stuff like that nearly as much as they did in later years. And so that's part of the reason I feel is kind of poorly distributed, just because people weren't aware of it. So. All right, I think this is the last figure that I need to get through. And then we'll switch games. Then we can get out of here in less than 90 minutes. So that'd be cool. So like I said, I need to get onto that auction video for you. Get through all of that today yet. Because I haven't started that yet. All right. Phantom Fate. Skylanders is your childhood. Yep. Got your girlfriend into it. Nice. Yeah, we just got to keep it going. Keep it going. Ooh, green Chompy Mage price is creeping up too. Your Robo prices. I guess that would not surprise me entirely. Green Chompy Mage is tough to come by, for sure. Very tough to come by. Zentran, welcome. Glad we could get you back into Skylanders. Warnosity, I don't have a 2012 Toy Fair Cinder. I've seen them, yes. But I do not have one in my collection. But they're nice. Probably one of the best cinders out there. Yeah, Robo for 400. That's fairly common nowadays.
Hail to the whale!
Just gonna fly through some of these magic items and we'll be out of here. Martin, no Superchargers trophies. Everything today was from the first 3 games. So no Trap Team, no Superchargers, no Imaginators. None of that. Phantom Fate, nicely done. Wildstorm and Chompy Mage at a swap meet. Did you buy them, and how much did they cost, if you don't mind my asking? Like, that sounds great. Default username, no, I do not support NFCs, like the custom made chips at all. I don't care if you're just backing up your, like, that's just an excuse to try to get away with technically illegal activity. So no, I do not condone that. Portal Master Games reached 75 subs. Nicely done. 25 away from 100. So close. Devin found Lost Management Mines in Griffin Park Observatory at Game Exchange. Nice. Well done. Had both the regular and the Christmas variant. That's impressive for a swap meet. Like, you don't usually find stuff quite that rare there, but that's great. Skylanders Addiction uploading a new video today. Go for it. Said I'm gonna have to upload a video later today too. Get that auction stuff out there for you. Everybody knows what's coming this week. DJ Digby, I'm doing well. How are you? Default username, no, I am not into NFTs. I've not made that jump yet. All right, and now the moment of truth. We got to make sure this little guy works. Everything else has worked so far, so I'm hoping we don't run into problems, but here we go. There is that beautiful volcanic vault, folks. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot in Trap Team, but it's there. It's there. Mateo Alexa, you cannot play the SSA bonus levels in Trap Team. They are only playable in Spyro's Adventure and Giants. In the later games, they just become kind of extra magic items, and as you may have seen, like here, Empire of Ice, so SSA thing, you put it on the portal, it's just gonna rain down. In this case, I think it's might be like icicles or something like that. Or I've already used it, so it won't do it again. But yeah, it kind of becomes an extra attack if you throw it on the portal in the middle of the thing. It'll help defeat bad guys. But no, you can't actually play them in the later games. It only works in Spyro's Adventure and Giants. So Phantom Fate, that's amazing. Yeah, getting Wildstorm and Chompy Mage for $5 a piece. Whew. I have a feeling I would have bought out at that seller. bought everything they had. Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right. But that's it. Everything works. A few damaged figures, but the big piece we were looking for there, Volcanic Vault, intact. It works. A few other nice pieces. Like I said, we got Doomstone in there. We got all the... Did we have a full swapper collection? Not quite. Not quite. But yeah, close to a full swapper collection. A lot of level pieces, a few variants here and there. A lot of good stuff. So yeah, it was enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something you might need. And stay tuned. Video coming out later today with this week's auction items. So once again, VIP auctions on Thursday, public auctions on Friday, store update on Saturday. And so then I will release the store update recap video. That should come out Saturday morning with everything I've unboxed throughout the week. There will obviously be more than just what I unboxed today coming to the shop this week. I gave you a preview of some of it yesterday in yesterday's video. If you haven't checked that out, it was one of the best $60 lots I've ever bought of Skylanders. It had a few surprises that I didn't even know were in there, which made it even more worth it. Someone mentioned earlier, yeah, the 36-cent piñata, like, it doesn't get better than that. So yeah, go check that out. More videos coming this week. I got more unboxing to do. I got a lot of work on my plate, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk soon. Have a good week, everybody.